Hello friends, welcome to Inaspera's mains BoosterDose. Today's session is about the topic how to master in answer writing. You all know that the preparation for exam UPSC is a kind of integrated approach. That is for prelims and mains you should get an integrated approach to clear this exam. That is, after clearing your prelims, you only get a meager time or 2-3 months for your mains. So, in advance of your prelims, you should know how to write a good answer. Okay, so today's session is about how to write a good answer. It will be like this. It will state about the skeleton of the answer, that is introduction, body, conclusion part. How to write a good introduction, body, conclusion. Then about the time management of answer writing. So first, introduction part. How to make a good introduction? Okay, introduction should be always a crisp, brief, etc. 4 or 6 lines is enough. So introduction is like you should reflect the question. That when you get a question, you should underline each and every keyword of the question. That you shouldn't miss the keyword letter, addressing of the keyword letter. So when you get a question, you should first underline each and every keyword of the question. Then keyword what you get, that is while asking a question you should know what is the most important part is stating there, so that will be the keyword, you should underline that. So how to write a good introduction, it's like you should create a hook to your evaluator's mind. Okay, what is a hook? That hook will make the evaluator a kind of interest to read your answer. Okay, it will create a curiosity, so it will help you get a more marks from that. So you can start the introduction by defining the keyword of the question. This approach or this strategy is good for almost every answer. That is, if you don't know a particular question but you know the keyword, just define it. You can start by defining it. Okay, so you don't miss any particular question like this. So defining the keyword of the question, that if it is asked about equality, GS2 polity, you should define by addressing the what is equality. If it is asked about inclusive development in GS3 economies, you can define the keyword what is inclusive development and can move to the other part of the question. So for definition, you can use standard definition by various organization, institutions, personalities, etc. You can use that, but you can also define in your own language in simple words. I prefer to uh, use the language, that is, prefer you to use that. You can use your own language. It will be kind of simple but authentic. Kind of authenticity will be there. Okay, you can use your own language by defining the keyword of the question. Otherwise, you can use quoting some kind of data or some report. You know that the preparation is kind of a mixture of hard work and smart work. Here it is a part of hard work. How do you get these data or some reports? Okay, from your newspaper. Okay, while you're reading newspaper, you should write important data, stat, etc. While reading the articles, you will get a lot of examples, stats, data from there. You can keep book for each and every subject. You can write down the data. You can use in a notebook, or you can use it e-notes also. You can prepare notes there also. Okay, so some coding some kind of data, collecting some kind of data or some report, you can later use as a code for introductory part. Okay, then you can explain in the context. If a particular thing has happened in current affairs, you can start by defining the scenario by citing that. Now it's the anti-defection is happened. So what a question is asked about anti-defection, you can start like this: recently in Maharashtra or recently in Karnataka this happened. You can start from that. Okay, some kind of current affairs oriented question, you can start from like that. Then you can also kind of writing some examples, you can start introduction. This is all. The introduction will be like a hook to the evaluator's mind. It will be crisp, simple and brief. Should be interesting. Okay, you should address the question moreover. Then body part, this is a core and crucial area of every answer. You have to write all contents here by addressing the question demand. Never consider it as a space to showcase your knowledge. Okay, that is, I told you to underline each and every keyword while reading the question, so that you should address each and every keyword here. Only in this part you can address every keyword. You shouldn't miss any keyword there. So by addressing the question demand means addressing the keyword told in the question, you can move to the body part. And you shouldn't consider it as a place for showcase, you know, that if you're an economic student, if a concept of a recession is asked, the global recession, you are explaining how recession, what is what are the criteria for recession, what is the institution, what kind of institution will be more at risk. You shouldn't lie, you shouldn't write this kind of answer for the, it is not a degree level, nor testing your knowledge, degree knowledge. Okay, it's like addressing the question. If you read a question, it states like this: the global recession is happening, is what is implication on India. So the question is, just mention global recession factors, then implication on India. This is one of the crucial elements. You should address the question. Okay, then start your answer with most important points. You can write the answer in paragraph and in points. Okay, paragraph or points is based upon your perspective, but it will be good if you write in points, because while you are writing in points, you are providing a dimensional approach there. So the evaluator will be at ease to check your answer, that he will get to know that you write every points there. So it will be easy if you write in a point wise. So you can cite examples also for each and every point. Then it will be a kind of authentic, and it provide uniqueness. The examples provide a uniqueness for your answer from rest of the papers. Okay, how do you get these examples? By reading newspaper you will get a immense kind of example, so you can quote stat also as an example there. Okay, follow a proper structure in the body, that is give a subheading. That is, if the question contains so many parts, you can provide subheading for each and every part and write the answer. Okay, that is, if it is about SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, that is what India's interest in there, or can it bridge the India-Pakistan relationship? You can divide the question and can address what is the motto of the SCO, and you can write the India-Pakistan thing in another heading by providing a subheading there. Okay, then what you can say, also try to bring pictures, diagram, map, figures, flowchart, etc. in your answer. Okay, that is, for each question try to make it unique. That in international relation question you can provide a map. That is, if it is asked about Ukraine Russia crisis, you can draw Ukraine Russia map and shows the Donbass region. Okay, you can provide symbol maps, you can make your own symbol map by referring to the atlas or newspaper, etc., or Google, you can Google it. Then you can use diagrams there, and also you can use map in geography. It's very important. You can use many kind of map in the geography related to Indian geography question. Then you can use flowchart in polity, governance citizens charter. You can use flowchart. Then underline important keywords I told, so you can address the body part more efficiently. So the body part should address each and every questions and provide examples, authentic answers, provide you fetch you more marks. Okay, the conclusion part, this is the last part of your answer, but not the least. Keep in mind, the evaluator is going to mark your score immediately after reading your conclusion. So this conclusion part has all potential to change your score. Okay, so it should not be extreme, it should not be negative, it's always balanced, positive approach. This conclusion should be suggestive, positive, futuristic. Okay, it should be balanced, or you can quote some reports, recommendation of any committee, etc. in your conclusion. You can also summarize all the points in conclusion. Okay, like you can provide way forward and write some way forward thing there, but otherwise you can provide suggestive, positive, futuristic concept there, like if you are doing like this, we will attain sustainable development goals by 2030. It's like a futuristic approach. Okay, it's like a kind of providing a balanced approach. That is, by observing these things, India can make a development in this area, or like that. You should be balanced. You can quote a report, recommendation of committee, that report like ARC report you can quote in governance. Also in ethics you can quote, in governance you can quote ARC report. Administrative reform committee second report is very crucial, you can use that report, some key points there. Then recommendations of committees. Rohini committee is so the OBC categorization. You can use the recommendation of committee in the related question, or like that. Punji commission, Sarkariya commission is, so you can use that as a recommendation of committee. Like any kind of report or committee you can use in the conclusion. Okay, and you can summarize, otherwise you can summarize these are things happen. So we can conclude that, like that you can write an answer by summarizing all the things in conclusion. Okay, so this will be your main part of your answer, that is introduction, body, conclusion. It will provide a overall perspective or answer. Then the what is the crucial part? Time management. Okay, time management. There will be 10 mark question, 50 mark question. Okay, the 10 mark question, the introduction can be like 25 to 30 words, body 100 words, conclusion 20 words. Okay, the time may be approximately 7 minutes, because you have to answer your every question. You should not perfecting your answer. Okay, by adhering to the introduction, body, conclusion, you provide a kind of skeleton and the or that is the blood and things to your answer. Then you just provide a good answer, a fine answer. You should not perfect your answer, because your main aim is to address each and every question that will fetch you more marks. So for that you should make your own time for answer. For 10 mark question, the approximate time is 7 minutes, you can take 7 minutes. For 50 mark question, the introduction be 35 to 40 words, the body 180 words, conclusion 30 to 35 words. Approximately you can take 10 to 11 minutes. Okay, so it will be ideal time. So after you can write more and more answers. um, by that you can sculpt your answer writing skills. It will help you to clear the exam more easily. So the rest of the lectures will be followed after that this session. Thank you.